This is my Nikon CoolPix AW100, the camera that I'm now using for snorkeling. I'm sorry to say I've had some limited experience with it. I've been out with it underwater on 2 different days. So my comments are based on some limited experience snorkeling and then a little more experience with it walking around. The camera, according to Nikon, it comes with a neck strap, but according to Nikon, you should not wear it on your neck strap when you go snorkeling, and I'll agree with that. So I've got wrist straps from I don't know how many things that I've gotten over the years. So I use the wrist strap. I've tied a knot in it to make the wrist strap tight enough that it doesn't come off underwater. So that's what I use when I'm taking pictures with it when I'm snorkeling. And then when I'm through using it, I let it drop on the strap. The camera, according to Nikon, should not go below 33 feet. Snorkeling, I usually don't go below 33 feet. But it says you shouldn't keep it underwater for more than 60 minutes. So that means you probably won't be using this if you scuba in shallow waters. And there are times when I'm out a little longer than 60 minutes in the water. So if that's something of concern to you, this may not be the camera for you. After my experience with the Samsung, I'm a little paranoid about the leaks on the doors of the cameras. And I'm happy with the latching system on the AW100. It has a knurled knob and only one door. There's a button inside the knob. You have to hold the button down while turning, and you turn 90 degrees and the door will open. Inside is the battery, the SD card, a mini USB port, and a mini HDMI port. There's also this yellow gasket that provides the waterproof seal. Nikon recommends replacing the gasket every year, and it's not user serviceable. You have to send it back and pay them to replace the gasket to maintain the water seal. To latch the door back, you turn the knob 90 degrees. You can hear that little click when it locks again. And it does seem to be positive latching that I'm satisfied won't come open on me underwater accidentally as the latch on the Samsung did. The camera comes with a USB antenna and a map. So I was happy to find that the USB antenna locates satellites quickly. I've read of other cameras with a with a GPS antenna that does not come on and locate itself quickly. So you turn the camera on, take a few pictures, and then later you find out you didn't get a GPS setting on your photographs. I've been taking photographs with this for a few weeks. I upload to Flickr, and Flickr will automatically recognize where the photo was taken based on the GPS. So it seems to be working well in this one. The interface is normal with one exception. New to me is the separate video button on the back, this red dot. Normally, I'm used to taking photographs by pressing the camera button and then setting a dial or using a menu to select video and pressing the shutter release button for videos. With this one, you use the dedicated video button to turn on video and to turn it off. And it's been my mistake to press the video button and take some videos underwater, and then I press the shutter release and drop the camera. And then I end up with several minutes of video of the bottom of the ocean, the bottom of the top of the ocean, my legs, and whatever else the camera sees as it's flailing around on its tether as I snorkel around in the ocean. So that's something I'll get used to, I'm sure. The camera takes JPEG photos only, and it takes .mov movie files. The quality of the video is very good. It's HDMI 1080p. The JPEGs are nice and big. They're excellent JPEGs. The camera has no manual settings, which I'm mildly disappointed with. The quality of the JPEGs is good enough, but I would prefer to be able to set some manual aperture and shutters sometime, because I get some iffy situations where I don't know whether I needed flash or not. And often I prefer not to use the flash. Without a RAW file, it's harder to recover because of the compression in JPEGs. But although the camera is not the smallest I've had, it's small enough, and I use this as my walking around camera now all the time. So whenever I go somewhere, I have this on me. I'll post some video and still photos at the end of this review so you can get an idea of what it looks like. But I consider this a good camera, and it's one that I use now every day, not just snorkeling.